Today we're going to be meal prepping Parchment Pan Chicken. Normally I'd use these Stouffer's seasoning wraps, but we're going to try and save $2 and home make our own. Our first step is we want to halve our chicken breasts if they're bigger than a ½ inch. So to have it, you put one hand on top, press down, apply pressure and so you can control the breast in your cut, and in one slice get through the chicken breast. Try your best not to saw it, or you'll end up with a jagged edge on one side of the breast. After that, you can flatten the breast with a meat tenderizer, or if you don't have one of those, you can put the sliced chicken breasts inside of a Ziploc bag and smack it a few times with a skillet to flatten it down. To give you an idea of our goal, this is the product that we're kind of trying to make here. It's basically just parchment paper with spices, chicken spices, stuck onto the parchment paper. The way that we're going to get the spices to stick is we're going to use some real honey. Now make sure that you're using 100% real honey. Don't buy this stuff with added sugar or else it's going to burn a little bit weird. And when you're drizzling the honey on, try and keep the honey about an inch away from the sides of the parchment paper, or else you'll end up with a mess like I'm going to have here in a minute. After you drizzle the honey down, use the backside of your spoon or whatever you're using to drizzle the honey and spread the honey out so it covers most of the surface area of the parchment paper. Next, sprinkle your favorite chicken seasonings onto the honey. I use Lowry's seasoned salt, slap your mama, oregano, thyme, and garlic powder. You probably want to save the fine grained stuff like garlic powder and seasoned salt for last so it sticks a little bit better. Slap your chicken breasts in there, fold the chicken breasts over, and press down. When you put the parchment chicken in the medium heat skillet, try your best not to let any honey come off the parchment. Cook the chicken for 10 minutes, then use a spatula to flip the chicken over. 10 minutes on the other side. Here's what the chicken should look like after about 10 minutes on each side. To finish our little chicken experiment, the chicken on the left was cooked with Stouffer's seasoned wraps, while the one on the right was with our method. The Stouffer's chicken ended up a lot more herby, while the one on the right had a good honey sweet flavor to it. The trade-off we get for being cheap is if the honey gets off of the parchment paper and onto the pan, we can have a real mess. Measure out 1 cup of uncooked quinoa. If you have a fine-grained strainer, you can rinse your quinoa off in the sink, but if you don't, that's fine. Put it inside 2 cups of boiling water and cook per the directions on the box. Mine was about 15 minutes. Once it's done, make sure your quinoa absorbed all the water. Pack some green beans or broccoli into the mix, and you've got yourself 4 healthy, affordable meals.